War is never an isolated act, but always the continuation of political intercourse carried on with other means. When I consider America's present contest with Iran, I see at once the same eternal truths that govern every campaign. The political object must remain the lodestar. If the United States seeks merely to curb Iran's influence, to secure shipping lanes, or to prevent the acquisition of certain weapons, then the war must be shaped and limited by that precise aim. Yet if the object is the complete overthrow of the regime, the means required grow immeasurably greater, and the risk of endless friction rises with them. I have written that war floats upon a remarkable trinity: the blind, natural force of passion belonging to the people, the play of chance and probability belonging to the commander and his army, and the rational purpose of policy belonging to the government. In this conflict, the passions of both nations burn hot: ancient grievances, religious conviction, national pride. Chance already shows its hand in the fog that shrouds operations across vast deserts and seas, in the uncertain loyalty of local populations, in the sudden appearance of mines or missiles, no plan fully anticipated. Reason, however, must never surrender the helm. The statesman who forgets that war is only a tool of policy will soon find the tool mastering the hand that wields it. Friction, that countless host of minor obstacles, will make its presence felt at every turn. Even the simplest movement, fueling aircraft, moving supplies across hostile waters, coordinating allies, becomes difficult in practice. The American forces, formidable in numbers and equipment, will discover that terrain, climate, and the stubborn resistance of a defender fighting on home ground multiply these difficulties. I have always maintained that defense is the stronger form of war, though it possesses a negative object. Iran, waiting behind its borders, enjoys interior lines, knowledge of the ground, and the moral advantage of repelling an invader. America, advancing, must carry the positive burden of the attack. Every step forward lengthens its communications, disperses its strength, and invites counterstrokes precisely where it is weakest. Strategy, I taught, is the use of engagements for the object of the war. Superiority at the decisive point matters far more than overall numbers. Moral forces, boldness, perseverance, the unexpected, weigh as heavily as guns and ships. The wise commander, therefore, concentrates overwhelming force where the political object can be struck, never losing sight of the end that alone justifies the sacrifice. He adapts to changing circumstances without allowing the plan to dissolve into aimless violence. Theory cannot furnish fixed rules for so complex a matter, yet it educates the judgment. It trains the mind to see connections between means and ends, to distinguish the essential from the incidental, and to act with insight when the moment of crisis arrives. In the heat of combat, the shock of moral and physical forces will decide the issue in minutes or hours. Afterward, disorder follows victory or defeat alike. Reserves must be husbanded, lines of supply protected, and the transition from attack to defense, or defense to counterattack, executed with the utmost delicacy. Should America keep its political object clearly before it, calculate the friction honestly, and maintain moral ascendancy, it may yet bend events to its will. But if passion or chance is allowed to sever war from policy, the contest will devour resources and lives long after any rational purpose has vanished. Such is the stern lesson every age must relearn. War remains a serious instrument, never to be undertaken lightly, and never to be separated from the political end that alone gives it meaning.